Hello everybody, and welcome to my latest update on Winter Storm Izzy. Today, we are talking about snowfall expected from the Dakotas to the southeast, where a major ice storm is also possible. Let's dive in. We start off in the northern plains. As we move into Thursday evening, a band of snowfall moves into North Dakota. When we get deeper into Thursday night, we have a large area of snowfall overspreading across the area. By Friday morning, most of Iowa is waking up to a steady accumulating snowfall, but by Friday afternoon, parts of the storm start reaching into Missouri and Illinois. As the day goes on, the storm continues south. Let's now talk about the southeast. By early Sunday morning, a heavy band of snow and a major ice storm moves across the Carolinas and even Georgia. Then, as the storm pulls away, we could see more snowfall for North Carolina and some other areas in the south. Here is the Winter Storm Severity Index. As you can see, we already have a good chance of some moderate impacts across the northern plains, due to heavy snowfall. We also have some minor to moderate impacts showing up in parts of the Carolinas, mainly for the ice threat. If we move to day 4, we see that places like Charlotte, North Carolina and Greenville, South Carolina getting into some moderate to even major impacts. If we look at the scale to the right, we see that extensive property damage is likely, and some life-saving actions may be needed. This would also mean major disruptions to daily life would occur. Let's now take some time to talk about snow and ice accumulations. I will be showing the European model for snow, and 4 different models for ice. If you want even more information, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll have my official snowfall forecast tomorrow. I think it's set in stone by now that the northern plains will receive a good helping of snow. We could see anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow in the light blue, with 3 to 6 inches in the darker shades of blue. Once you start getting into those purple shades, you could see more than half a foot of snow, with even 10 inches or more in the darkest purple. If we move farther south, you will start getting into some totals ranging between 6 to 8 inches for northern Missouri, with a general 1 to 4 inches for the rest of the state. You will get some snow across Arkansas and Illinois, mainly accumulating between 1 to 3 inches, with some areas getting above 5 inches depending on your location. If we move to the southeast, we can see some very widespread significant snowfall. For example, we could see a very heavy band of snow for Tennessee, into the North Carolina mountains. Anywhere in those purples is above 6 inches of snow, with a foot of snow or more possible in that very dark pink. Again, those blue shades mean 1 to 6 inches. Let's now talk about ice, starting with the GFS. This model keeps all of the ice really far north, putting places like Rock Hill and Fort Mill, South Carolina getting the heaviest ice, as well as Charlotte. Now for the GDPS model. Now this one shows a hugely different scenario, putting places like Columbia, South Carolina at risk for almost 2 inches of ice, which I personally think is overdone. Regardless, this model shoves the ice threat much farther south than the GFS. You are now looking at the NAM model. This one paints a scary scene, with catastrophic icing across all of North Georgia, and most of the Carolinas. I also think this is overdone, so I would say to cut those totals at least in half, especially in Georgia and central South Carolina. Here is the last model I want to share with you. This is the RDPS, which shows the majority of the ice in central South Carolina, even bleeding into Charlotte, North Carolina. Now that we have reviewed 4 models, it's clear that we are having a hard time pinpointing exactly where the worst of this will be. So if you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I'll have much more detail in tomorrow's video. See you soon.